Hello Leo, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you have joined me here for your weekly reading for November 17th to the 23rd. So first of all, I want to welcome each and every one of you, whether you're new or returning to my channel. Thank you so very much for being here, for sharing your energy and your time. Now, I want to get right into your reading, but I do think it's worth mentioning that we do have a new moon in Scorpio on the 19th of November. This lunar energy may bring for some of you emotional renewal, transformations, and for some an opportunity to release the things in life that no longer serve you. You may find that this really helps to clear the path before we step into that brighter, more expansive Sagittarius season, which will happen a few days after that 19th. All right, Leo, we're going to begin your reading with your angel number. We will reveal this at the end of the reading. We'll see what Spirit would like to share with you. There we go. All right, let's begin your reading with your angel message. It's the message that the angels want to share with you before we get into the depths of your reading. So let's find out what that is. Wow, that one didn't even hesitate. Creativity. You must have a lot of creativity going on in there. It says, divine inspiration strikes at the most wonderful times. It says, the angels remind you that the more you believe in your abilities and let your creative impulses out, the better artist you become. You start to feel more alive and powerful as you allow new wonderful ideas into your mind. Now, we are in Mercury retrograde, which can be really a great time to assess things a little bit more as well. And if you have had some sort of creative impulses, or you've been really thinking, maybe there's something more. Maybe there's something more that I need to channel into. This could be that week. And again, with the new moon in Scorpio, which is all about transformations, you could really be taking some sort of idea and doing something with it as well. All right, so creativity is a huge part of your path this week, Leo. Let's now get your major arcana card. Let's find out what the major energy is surrounding you for the week. I've taken the Tarot of Dreams and pulled out the 22 major arcana cards. So let's see what Spirit would like to share with the beautiful sign, Leo. Main energy for the week. And you got the Magician. Well, you know what? If I couldn't have picked them better myself, really, because creativity and the Magician is full of creativity. He's a creator, right? He creates things, his own visions. All right, this is a perfect week to manifest the things that you truly want in your life. Remember, there's no gender with these cards. The universe is really saying, Leo, we've pulled out all the tools that we feel you are going to need to make your visions, your creativity, bring it into your own reality. Use a vision board, journalize your thoughts, whatever it takes. It doesn't matter how you manifest because it's personal. What works for one person is not going to work for someone else. You are your own magician. Use these powerful tools and please, please manifest around November 19th and find out how that magic is finally starting to turn in favor of your own intentions. All right, let's keep going. All right, we've got more energies to get. We've got more tarot cards to get. Let's find out what's happening here. We've got two very powerful angel messages coming to you before we even get into more cards. So let's start with your incoming energies. This is for the beautiful sign Leo. Powerful week already. What else? You're discovering something. Oh, yeah. You're discovering something about yourself. And that first of all takes a lot of courage, right? It takes a lot of courage to really take down, almost take off the layers, right? We're layered with so many things, but we start to remove those layers and we can see who we truly are. When we discover that, then we know exactly what it is we want in life. We know exactly how to use our magical powers because there's nothing blocking us anymore. You have a creative energy in you this week, so you have the capability of bringing your visions to life. You are discovering something, all right? There's clarity with this discovery card. It's number 8, intention. You're holding up that kind of crystal or that diamond, and diamonds are imperfect, all right? There's many imperfections, and not two diamonds are alike. They're all different, they're all unique, they're all special, and they all are very meaningful, and you are that diamond. You are discovering something maybe that you didn't even recognize before in yourself, because you're taking the layers off. You're seeing yourself for who you truly are. Self-love, all right? Loving who you are and focusing on the things that are your strengths. That is the key to building up that magic within you as well. Focusing. This is going to be a positive week. I'm feeling positive energy coming through. Now, at the base of the reading, you have number 4. I'm seeing 4 right now as very important numbers for you. You are going to take the steps that are necessary. You are walking a new path where there is nothing but abundance there. And abundance will be different for each of you. Maybe for some of you it is castles. Maybe for some of you it's love, better jobs, better relationships in your life, better friendships, whatever it is, you're taking the steps. That's the first part of this path. It shows your courage to be able to take those steps. Discovering what beauty you hold within you. Because when you really start to have a better understanding, grasp on to the fact that you have a lot to share and that the gifts that you have are very valuable, you yourself are going to see that magic. You'll start to really see the magic that is within you. And I think you're going to see that you're going to be able to create, something on a whole new level. All right, powerful new beginnings here right in the beginning of your reading this week. Let's get your tarot cards. So for the week, we do 3 rows, beginning, middle, end of week. Please use your intuition as how it resonates for you. We'll start with the first 2. The first 2 cards here for the beautiful sign Leo. Major changes and transformations. Yeah, you're ending a cycle. You're going to be focusing on your strengths. All right. Yes, you're focusing on your strengths. It's exactly what that says. The changes. So death, number 13, and number 8 of Pentacles. 8s and 4s already are repetitive numbers for you, Leo. Whether you are, your birth path, life path number could be 8 or 4. Or your birth date, it might relate to something. Anyway, let's get into this. The death card is all about changes, okay? Transformations, the end of cycles, beginning of new cycles. We have to end things to begin something new. The death card is Scorpio energy. It works in perfect alignment with November 19th, which is the new moon in Scorpio. So something is about to change. And you are mastering something. This is you mastering your skills. And you're doing that because you're discovering something new about yourself, so you're able to master it. When we master things, we become the magician. You are working very hard and very diligently towards mastering something in your life, and that can be anything. So please just use your own intuition and follow your own messages for guidance when it comes to that. But it's time to, there's so much to accomplish here, all right, Leo? But you have to take it one step at a time. Because when you master that one, it makes it so much easier to master them all. And I feel like you are really getting the gist of what it is to master things in your life, but it's requiring you to make some changes. Release the things in your life that no longer serve your highest good. Let's get the clarifier for the death card, please. So the new moon could be very, very transformational for you, more so than anyone else. You got the Princess of Coins. It's something new for sure. The ending of something to bring in something new. Princesses and pages are all new energy. They can be younger, vivacious energy. Now the coins is more practical minded. I feel like there could be some sort of new skill you're taking on. Your path is changing. And I think that you are almost elevating, for some of you, it could be elevating your work experience. Maybe you're taking on a new task. You could be apprenticing or learning new skills, maybe going back to school. What ends one cycle opens up the doors for something quite prosperous here. There could be a message also coming regarding something that you're building. So, and we could be building anything. You're building ideas, you're building a business, you're building a relationship, you're building a home. Let's see with the 8 of coins. Wow, that one really wanted to fly. Yep, the 9 of cups. You're mastering things in your life, and what that's doing is it's bringing you closer and closer to your wish fulfillment. It shows that wishes can come true when you work really hard at them. Not everything happens miraculously, but for you here, you've got all the tools you need. The magician is telling you, the universe is saying, here, Leo, here's all the tools that you need. Here are all the tools that you need to make your wishes come true. That's incredible energy. That happens right before that new moon. So great time to set those intentions. Let's get the next row here. I've got one there and there. Queen of Pentacles now. And the 7 of Pentacles. Everybody's been getting the 7 of coins. And I think that's because we're still in Mercury retrograde. And of course, we're in retrograde until the 29th. So I am still seeing those 8s and 4s. Now we've got the 7 of coins and the Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting. They both seem like they're both looking down. They're both looking down at their pentacle. And I think that what this is showing that something that you're committing yourself to, it might be a commitment of finances. It could be your personal commitments, how we commit our time to things in life. You're evaluating something, you're reviewing it. It's showing that something that you have been working on is building, but you have this other opportunity, and maybe that is this Princess of Coins. There's another opportunity or message that's coming in that has you contemplating whether or not it's time to maybe commit yourself to something else. The Queen of Swords is very practical, so I'm happy to see that the Queen of Pentacles is underneath the 7 of Coins, because she is looking at the plan. She is looking at the details, because success is the only outcome here. And the only way to do that is by building and devising a plan. She's resourceful. She's not going to make a rush. She's not going to rush into a decision. She's methodical about her thinking. So you are very much methodical about something. There could be, again, changes happening with some sort of new opportunity, and you want to make sure that it aligns with everything properly. Let's look at the 7 of Coins here. Now you got the 8 of Coins again. Yeah, I really strongly feel like there is an opportunity or message coming regarding something. It could be something to do financially. Okay, so not necessarily a job. It can be, if that's the part of life, the stage of life you're in. It could be something more than that. It could be something of an investment opportunity. It's about you mastering your skills. All right, you're mastering your skills. You're having to pay attention to the details. And I feel like there's a lot of opportunities. I feel like, so look at, I just want you to see, and I don't know if you can, every single card that's a pentacle on here, it's contemplating or holding one of the pentacles. There is some sort of opportunity that is presenting itself here for you. And I believe it's in alignment with what your wishes and your hopes are. All right, Leo, we're going to get the Queen of Pentacles now. Let's find out. Spirit guides, what is it you'd like to share? We've got the Princess of Cups now. I feel like this is an offer that really warms your heart. There's transformations that are taking place. It's almost as if you're following your heart with something that is very fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling. So it almost checks more than just a monetary box. It checks that emotional box as well. We're seeing butterflies on her dress. Both of these are heart chakra, so it is very heartwarming, following what your heart truly wants. Having the opportunity to do so because of what's transpiring as well. So we've got one there, and let's get the last one. All right, so we've got the 4 of Coins and the 7 of Cups. No wonder you might feel a little overwhelmed. And the reason you could feel overwhelmed is because you know, the journey, of course, has been a long time to get here, and now something is finally starting to work in alignment for you, so it's feeling overwhelming. Okay, and that's what that 7 of Cups is. You got the 4 of Coins and the 7 of Cups. And I feel like there's just a lot of wishes and a lot of things that you want to fulfill. So this is all about focus. This is all about taking things and prioritizing. It is almost like that 8 of coins. You want to master something, and emotionally you want to fill all the boxes, but you got to take things one at a time. The 4 of coins here, sorry that I jumped the gun, but I had to there. The 4 of coins is holding on too tightly, playing things maybe a little too safe. Let's find out when we clarify that. So let's clarify that 4 of coins. I feel like you've built a really good, strong foundation, but there's something more. The 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords came up in your pre-shuffle. I think you're healing from something. And the 4 of coins is saying that you're holding on too tightly to something that hurts you, and you need to release that. It's time to release that, and this is a perfect time to do so, because around that new moon in Scorpio, it's about transformation, and it's about releasing what no longer serves you. You have the ability to do that. Focus, prioritize. King of Swords. Well, the King of Swords is really going to actually help you to put things in perspective. The King of Swords is all about being direct, very intelligent, somewhat, not so much thinking with their heart, but really very mindful, being able to give you information that is useful. And I feel that that's what's happening here. And I think that I honestly feel like this King of Swords is somebody who comes into your life. It could be somebody already in your life or somebody that comes into your life that's very helpful in the sense because they can be direct. And when people can be direct, it helps us put our emotions into perspective. And then this King of Swords is helping you sort out what the priorities are first, because you've got a lot of cups to fill. And in order to really feel peaceful when you're doing it, you need somebody to help you with that organization. And I feel like this is somebody really helpful helping you. I think that when you are able to figure out how you release whatever hurt you, and when we're hurt, we can be hurt in our jobs, we can be hurt by family members, by people that we love, by our friends, by our children. We can be hurt with contracts or with negotiations that don't go the way that we want. And if we hold on so tightly to the hurt, we can't grow. And there's so much growth here. You have a magic within you this week specifically, especially around that November 19th. You know what? For some reason, they're saying you need to get one more. All right, I need to get another clarifying card here. 4 of Wands. It just wanted me to. It doesn't always do that, but the 4 of Wands is all about a celebration. See, transformations, when you are able to let go of the pain, all right, you're going to be able to logically prioritize the things in your life that are important, and then you will truly feel freedom. You will feel stability. You will feel a sense of that gateway opening up for you. This is a time of celebration. There's a celebration coming, and I truly believe it comes with the help of someone. Maybe that's a contract. Maybe that's agreement. Maybe that's a person who helps you to say, okay, Leo, let's take this one by one. And then they help you figure out a really good plan. They're helping you discover something. I want you to really keep 4s as an important number. I know 8s are important, but 4s very much so, because you've got 4, 4, 4, 4. All right, and that's all about creating some stability in your life. All right, Leo, we're now going to get your angel messages. Angels, I really want you to speak to me here. I want you to help us to discover what it is you're trying to confirm. Okay, success. I'm going to go through it one more time. There's success here. Success is a big key to everything that's happening for you, and I think this is why they wanted me to pull that extra card. That 4 of Wands is about success as well. Stability, happiness, love, joy, laughter, marriage. Finally feeling like you're on the other side of the gateway looking out. You're not looking in at it all anymore. You're looking from the other side of the gate. And that comes after releasing whatever has been so painful for you. I think that this is going to be a great time for releasing that. And look at nothing but success here for you. Now, I've talked about the numbers that are important, but this is truly the most important number this week. 999, release. 9s. When we release, we also move closer to our wish fulfillment. It says balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles, and what goes around comes around. It says your current circumstances are ending, all right? And that's what we see. Current circumstances have to end so that you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, which is the Death card, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? Because something new is emerging. Absolutely. With the two princesses, the Princess of Coins, the Princess of Cups is all about new energy, something new coming in. And I think it's more than one thing that's coming in for you. That's why the Seven of Cups is there. You're feeling overwhelmed. But ultimately, your success lies with that Four of Wands, happiness and release, freedom. Leo, I want to thank you so very much for joining me for your reading this week. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it and it resonates, please like, share, subscribe, leave comments. It helps the Positive Light community grow. And until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.